Welcome to the Hot Rod Hangout Podcast.
Whoop whoop.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Ashley.
And tonight's guest is Tyler Yon with Why Not Fab Shop. Alright, so what got you into this crazy obsession?
My family. Since the day I was born, I've been in the shop. As soon as I could walk, I was helping my dad. And it's been a family thing since day one. We had a 34 Dodge with a small block when I was first born, and when I could walk, we were actually building a 34 Chevy Outlaw fiberglass car. Just a small block. And we sold that one, and everybody's got C10s that are in pieces.
Yeah, you still got a C10 tucked over there.
Yeah.
What's the plan for that truck?
One day to get worked on. It's been apart since 2010, 2009. So it had big plans. It was going to be a LS twin turbo full frame. Now it might go a different direction.
I know that one.
Phasing more to the diesels, so maybe a twin turbo Duramax, maybe something oddball. We'll see.
So what's the car that got away? Whether you had a chance to buy it, it might be this car Thursday.
Nah. Nah, that one can go. I don't know. I've got rid of a few that I regret. But probably the 1918 Model T 4-door.
That was the one that was over.
3-door, I guess. 'Cause it didn't have a driver's door.
Is that the one that was over at Webster?
Yep. It had big plans. And then I set the body down over a LS and a Turbo 400, and I couldn't fit. So it was time to get rid of it. Yeah. But now I see it again, and I regret getting rid of it. But I'll get me a coupe one day and build what I want.
Yeah, that's it's hard when you get stuck on a car, and then you got to change it, and then you end up still having to go backwards on it.
Yeah, I did the same thing with my Willys. I built a full frame, mounted the body, put an LS in it, and then I wasn't comfortable in it. So I traded it to my buddy Dallas, full pin fab.
Hell
now
yeah.
it's got a Mercedes diesel in it.
So, tell us about Brooklyn.
It's just an old 53 Dodge turd. It's actually got some pretty cool memories. Moved to Tennessee for 9 months. We went up with 2 cars and came back with, I think 9, maybe 11, something like that. Got rid of most of them. Regret most of them. We still have Brooklyn, and we still have Carlos, the big grain truck. Brooklyn, Sam will never let me get rid of.
No.
So now she's got a 12-valve Cummins. Going to be a 5-speed. Maybe end up compound turboed. Definitely hood stacked. But other than that, it's going to look stock, laid on the ground. Then comes my wagon that she now tells me I can't get rid of. So she wants it to be Duramaxed. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards a Gasser style / Duramax, or maybe Slam Duramax. But then the one Thursday comes into effect too, so there might be 350s cars in the shop. So.
Hey, you said you were hunting for more 50s cars.
Yeah.
When I
had
had
to have the older ones.
When I had to talk you out of making a silly trade for a 54.
I wouldn't have to drive to Ocoee. But
you wouldn't.
Okay.
You wouldn't, but
this one's got a straight 8 flathead, so it's kind of unique.
Yeah.
And a couch.
Yeah, that one will make the purist cry if you pull that motor out of it, but
that will definitely happen.
Why not?
Because it'll be too slow.
So, unlimited budget. What you building?
I C10.
What would be the plan if somebody just said unlimited? Go for it.
I wouldn't buy anything off the wall. I'd build it all. build a full tube chassis and maybe dual lead, maybe all-wheel drive, definitely diesel. I would love to have a Wagler Duramax with a blower on it, just because they're badass. But that'd never be in my budget. So.
Well, I did say unlimited, so yeah, the Wagler Pro line, all those,
Yeah.
be awesome to have one, but I couldn't afford to maintain it.
And I would like a T56 or something behind it, but I've seen one guy do it, and I don't know how it worked out. So.
Yeah, that's the one thing about doing the diesel swap stuff.
You got a truck transmission, that's all you got. Or an automatic.
Yeah.
Which, if Robert figures out the full manual valve body, that'd be interesting. But it's definitely that definitely strikes my interest.
Yeah, but full manual valve body on the street's a little hectic.
No. You can never have too hectic. Too radical. I mean, my mom always told me growing up I built cars that you see on the TV, so.
Well, if you go like semi-auto, where you can hold it in a gear if you want to, but also just put it in D for that way. Street car.
Yeah, that's normal gay street car stuff, so.
You could still control it. 700 R4 or something be able to hold it in a gear if you need to, but
I grenade 700 R4s.
That whole...
I did that in a box Chevy with a 305.
Yeah. That whole shifting for... Just let the transmission do its thing. So, what show or event do you try to make every year?
Turkey Rod Run. It's been a day one since I was a little kid. We go to Turkey Rod Run. We'd eat Thanksgiving at Cracker Barrel until one day my dad looked over at Hooters that was empty and we had an hour and a half wait. And after that, we were at Hooters every year.
Hey.
It's a show we always attended. We'd go over for the week and we kind of didn't have a car for a little while between builds and building and kind of stopped doing it as a family tradition, I guess. And we would just go over for a day. But now that we have been building cars, we've made it a family tradition again to go over Thursday night, Friday morning, and spend the weekend. Yeah. And I like doing 4-day builds, so maybe a week. That's what I like, pinch builds. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I got a car out here and cut in half for that.
Pinch build?
And then I broke my fucking toe. But
that's why you don't wear flip-flops in the shop.
It doesn't matter if I had Hey Dudes on. My toe was getting claimed by that bar.
You might as well have a flip-flop on if you're wearing a Hey Dude. But I do that, so I can't.
Yeah, I was going to say. I wasn't cutting it out. My plan was not to cut it out. My plan was just to go out there and get the door pillars right. And I got them right. And then I was like, oh, I'll just cut this while I'm here.
That always happens.
And I thought there was another weld that I hadn't cut on the one side. So I was not prepared for it to fall.
I always do I'm only going to be a few minutes. And then 3 hours later, Sam would come out and ask what I'm doing.
Are you hungry?
I've got half the truck tore apart. And, yeah. Nothing stays stock at our house, so.
No.
That's boring.
You got to get Brooklyn ready for the bad apple this year.
That's the goal. We'll see.
You got a little longer than 4 days, so.
Yeah, we got a little longer than 4 days, but we got.
We'll wait till the week.
We got some stuff in the fire right now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
If she don't make it this year, she can make it next year. So she ain't going nowhere.
No. That's a gangster car. For anybody that hasn't seen it, you go to our YouTube and our lives, and it's been on all of them.
Or follow us on TikTok. Why Not Fab Shop?
Follow. Is there a show or event that you've never been to that you'd like to go to?
There's a show that I've been to, but I'd like to go back to more.
What's that?
The Rod Run in Pigeon Forge. Turkey Rod Run's great, but mountains mixed in make it even better. I'd like to attend more Maggie Valley shows. Been to C10s in the park. Maybe hit some more northern mountain shows. No, nothing crazy.
I want to eventually get out to Dino's, even though nothing that we own right now would fit.
Yeah. I'm just collecting more ratty cars. I'm getting rid of the shiny ones. So.
Is that ADHD?
Yeah.
Automotive.
The car I'm looking at now, the guy told me the drivetrain's worth more than the car, so I'm golden.
You'll find out.
I'll sell the drivetrain and I'll build me a badass diesel car.
Hey.
And get asked why I did it.
Why not? Well, and I assume with a straight 8, I'm assuming it would fit just as good if it fits anything like it did in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm thinking possibly it'll be a Rod Run build. If I do get it, maybe put it on air and put a Cummins in it. And it'll be a resale car. We'll see.
Or you might have too much fun with it.
It'll be fun, but I feel like with a Cummins and Dragon, or even just lowered, it would be a...
Yeah.
I mean, who's seen a diesel Packard before? I haven't seen any.
Oh, and y'all kind of do stuff. That's kind of why or a good reason why we're good friends, is y'all build stuff kind of the same way we do. Like, you don't really build it to sell it. Build it to enjoy it, and then if somebody wants it more than you, they can own it.
Yeah, I build everything like it's mine, no matter if it's somebody else's or my own.
Yeah.
It's not going to be no half-ass junk.
So you said your dad and your whole family is in it. Is your dad still working? He just doesn't come out that much, or?
My dad's still got a shitload of projects. Between a 36 Chevy he's had since before I was born. It's pro-streeted in the early 90s. It was a 1.5-ton truck. He fully built a short bed for it, from sheet metal and tubing to a stock-looking short bed. Widened the factory fenders for the rear. Built a 90s chassis out of the factory one. Narrowed it up. It's got a 9-inch under it, and it was going to be a 427 big block, but he's kind of gotten into the Duramax a little bit too. So I don't know that I know it won't have a big block because he will not do carburetors anymore after his last C10. So it'd either be a nasty LS or a Duramax. Then he's got a 70 C10, I think it is. 70 or 71. The chassis been on the 4-post lift for a few years now. It's got a 6.2 Escalade motor in it with a 6-speed automatic behind it, and he wants to do a little mild cam and get rid of the DOD and all that good stuff, and put together a C10. So I talk about C10s. My dad in high school had C10s, so he wanted me and my brother to also have C10s in high school. Well, we did, but we never drove them. My brother got his at 13 or 14. It was a wrecked truck. My dad was driving past the salvage yard and seen a C10 that was hitting the front. He pulled in and he bought it. Came home and told my brother, hey, I got you a truck. Well, he's got a 72 C10. He had all the pieces to put it together. He built a bag chassis. Was going to do a turbo LT1. That tells you how long ago that was. And we always every one of us seemed to find a different project. That, it'll be a fast one. Oh, we can get that done quick and sell it. And then we don't sell it. Or we do it and we're like, we'll put the money in the C10. I just did it. and none of that money went towards the C10. But I got a nice standalone harness for a Duramax.
And you got a Duramax, so you're halfway there.
So the goal was both of us to drive a C10 to high school. We both drove 90s old body style trucks to high school.
I drove a C10 to school.
And we still all three have one. So I'll have a 69. I believe Dad's is a 70. And then Travis have a 72. And I had a Suburban, 71 Suburban that I should have never got rid of.
I agree with
Talk
that.
about that.
That was originally what, before Ashley fell in love with the 54, that was originally what I was looking for her was a Suburban.
Yeah. They're hard to find.
Yeah. Or they want twice what C10s are worth.
And I regret that one because now I see it shows. And it's not the way I would have built it. But it fits their build. So.
Oh, it's still around?
Oh, yeah. You see that Webster.
Oh.
You see it Rod Run. It's still orange and white. But they put a big block in it or a small block and did like 95 Silverado seats.
Oh.
It's got outdoor carpet in the floor. It's not my style. Yeah. But if we are all the same, we'd be boring.
Yep. So. It's built for their approval.
Yep.
As long as they dig it. And if they've hung on to it that long,
yeah, they've had it for a while. It was for sale at one point, and I believe it's still the same guy.
Well, I jokingly say the 54's for sale, but it's really not.
I mean, you ain't selling that car. It was the same color. It was the same orange with a white top.
I think I have seen that truck then.
Mm-hmm. No, doors. The door was dented in the back. And they beat it out, and it looks like shit. But that's my opinion.
Well, not everybody's a good body man.
I'm not either, but I probably would have left the dent. Better than hammer marks.
Yeah. Good enough fab.
Yeah.
Is your brother still messing with cars? Or life's kind of got him?
I think he's got like 17, and I don't know if he's touched anything but his dually lately, but I mean, his dually looks a lot better. It's on semi wheels and low pros, and it does trailer burnouts with a horse trailer behind it. But it's not everybody's cup of tea. But it did get attention taking Colby's pig to the fair.
Yeah. We never did get the letter. His cell letter.
Oh, what are you talking about? It was sent out.
Huh?
It was sent out.
Yeah, my mom and dad got theirs. I didn't get mine. But we'll be there. Even with my gimp ass.
I'm gimping around too.
I'm gonna try to hobble in with a boot.
You won't have a boot tomorrow.
I might have to have some on my foot. Toe is ugly. I'm hoping not to lose the nail. Although I think it's coming. Every time I put a sock on to go to work, I'm like, yesterday was a 50-50 chance it was coming off, and today when I got home, I was like, it's probably a 75% chance. It's starting to lift.
I dropped the under bed toolbox on my foot, and it was full of shit. And I thought I was losing a toe, but I didn't go get it checked out. I just got an ugly toenail.
I wasn't going to get it checked out, but then when it started...
I probably should have, but we were headed to St. Augustine on vacation, so why would I do that?
It was turning funky colors on the bottom of my toe, and I was like, yeah, that's probably not a good sign.
No, probably not.
But, hey, it was filmed, so
yeah,
you'll be able to see the tube fall Friday.
Sweet.
Yep. You can't see my feet, though. You can only... Because, safety third. We didn't film that I was in flip-flops.
I don't do even the safety third. I wear my safety glasses on my head.
Safety squints.
Yeah. They'll be on my head, and I'll still be squinting my eyes because they aren't on my eyes.
So what's the next project after you get settled with the rest of everything going on? You going to try to do the wagon first? You going to try to do the...
Brooklyn's definitely going to get finished before anything else. I say that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens Thursday. If I get a new project or if it's going to be a driver for a while. Or if
Yeah.
it's just a turd and I can't stand it, it might not last that long. But it might be just a resale. But at least it'll be a running car.
So what's one piece of advice you would give somebody trying to get into the car culture?
Don't listen to everybody else's opinion. Follow your dreams. If you got a vision in your head, follow it. Can't be like everybody else. If I was like everybody else, and my wife was like everybody else, there wouldn't be a 12 valve and a 53 Dodge. Most people wouldn't have cut a firewall wide open on a 53 Dodge that had a full interior and carpet.
You save the seat.
The seats are good. The carpet was so-so anyway, so
Yeah, it needed new carpet.
it is what it is. Probably hurt the purist's heart, but we can't all be purists. We all got to be different. But follow your dreams. Never look back. And never listen to other people, but don't take their opinions to heart. Because I wouldn't half of what I do if I listened to other people.
And I'll add something to that. Get a friend that will push you to be better. Or if you have an idea.
Yeah, I'm
let them
lucky to
push
have
it.
friends and a wife that always supports me.
Yes.
No matter if it's a decision she doesn't really approve of, she still supports. But she approves of a lot. I'm pretty lucky about that.
Yeah. Big shout out to both of our wives for putting up with, late night shop sessions, podcasts. So how do we find Why Not Fab Shop?
I don't know. It's like I've been doing cars. I've been working on other people's stuff for years. And high school, I lifted a few Jeeps and built a few of my own. And I built a rock crawler Jeep. And everybody asked why I did it. And just like at the car show the other day when people asked why there was a 12 valve in an old Dodge. Why would you put that truck motor in a car? Well, why not? It just seems fitting. So,
And another one here.
just like I said, follow your dreams. Why not? If you want to put an LS in something, whether it's a Ford, a BMW, anything you want to. Put it in a Mercedes. I had a BMW with a LS. A rowdy little LS that I probably would have not ended up very well in. So I pulled the motor and sold the car. If you got a dream, follow it.
So you can find Why Not Fab Shop on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And it'll also be in the show notes below. All right, babe. I know we don't have a whole lot of dates to go over, but what are the dates?
Well, this weekend is the Moonshine Reliability Run, and that'll be starting in Fort White. And he had all the details posted up on the Instagram for the Moonshine Reliability Run. So check that out. I'm sure he'll have more updates and pictures along the way.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to make it up there, broken foot life. But we hope that everyone has safe travels, and it should be a kick-ass time.
Oh, yeah. And for April 4th through the 6th, is the Spring Fling Car Show. It's going to have rat rods, cars, classic cars, trucks, and that'll take place at Scooter Haven Country Club in Inglis, Florida.
And we will be there, and there's also a pinup show. So y'all come check out, meet us. We'll have limited merch, probably some shirts and hats, some stickers to give away and stuff like that.
Heck yeah.
All right, before we get out of here, we want to give a big old shout out to Why Not Fab on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Check out Throttle Addict using the code word HOTROD for 15% off.
Make sure you go show Johnny Jalopy some love. Facebook, YouTube, JohnnyJalopy.com.
And of course, we cannot forget the Low Income Family, Low Income Clothing, photos, Brahmaga Media. Check them out on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram.
And make sure you show Wrenching for the Future some love on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
And a huge shout out to Ty Blends. Be sure to check him out at Top Notch Barber Studio. You can find him on Instagram or Ty Blends 1 on Booksy to book an appointment.
All right, guys. Well, till next time, get out, drive your shit.
See ya.
Later.